For the past couple of months, I've been breaking down the top prospects at each position in this draft. Today, I want to get to the sleepers, my draft gems, players who are either underrated or under the radar entirely. I'm going to start off with the players who I think are underrated, a couple of guys that you've probably heard of that I like more than most people like, and then I'm going to finish up with a few players that you probably haven't heard of, but you will hear of them when they make a team's final roster in a few months. So starting off with offensive tackle Titus Howard from Alabama State. Here he is right here. He played quarterback in high school, came to Alabama State as a tight end. He's gotten bigger and bigger, and he plays right tackle. I love him. I think he's the third best offensive tackle in the draft after Jawan Taylor and Andre Dillard. Jonah Williams from Alabama is good too, but I consider him more of a guard. I think this guy's going to be a starter right away at right tackle and could eventually become a left tackle. His feet are that good. He just needs to get a little bit stronger. Here he's going against Jalen Ferguson, who's going to be a second or third round pick. Now, there's only a few games of Titus Howard on the internet, on YouTube, him against Auburn and him in the Senior Bowl. He doesn't give up any quarterback hits or sacks in either of those games. He's perfect. I want to show you a couple of his clips from the one-on-one pass rush drills from the Senior Bowl because those drills are really tilted in the defense's favor, and Howard performed well in those drills. So I want to show you him going up against Ferguson first. Watch Howard's feet. He's just very, very nimble for a 320-pound guy. Boom, puts him down. Pretty easy. I got one more clip of Howard for you. Here he is, same drill, playing right tackle. This time he's going against Montez Sweat, who's better than Ferguson. This guy is, on talent, he's a borderline top 5 pick, top 10 pick. He's got a heart issue, which may push him down to the later part of the first round, but terrific talent. And he did beat Titus Howard once, just pushed him on his back. Howard tripped a little bit, but in this rep, I want to show you Howard win. Let's watch it one more time. Just has really, really, really quick feet. Shout out Voch Lombardi for putting this video on YouTube. Okay, that's enough for Titus Howard. The Niners aren't going to take him, probably. If they need an offensive tackle and they want to take one in the second or third round, they should take this guy. I would imagine he'll get drafted no later than the end of round 2. All right, now, moving on. This is Jawan Williams. This is probably my favorite cornerback in the draft. He might be the best cornerback in the draft. He ran a very slow 40 time at the combine, but came back to the his pro day and ran a 4.55. He's extremely agile. He's 6'4", long arms, intercepted 4 passes last season and broke up 13. That's the same production and speed, agility as Byron Murphy, except this guy's about 5 inches taller than Byron Murphy. This guy's really, really good. He's at the top of the screen here. This is against Ole Miss. He's in press coverage. Watch what he does. Gets his head around, high points the ball, intercepts it in the end zone. Made that look pretty easy. He looked like the wide receiver on that play right here. Now, here he is against Arkansas. There's another interception from last season. This time he's in off-man coverage. I want to show you the different coverages and how he's productive from all of them. Really nice fluid back pedal for a 6'4" guy. Breaks as soon as the wide receiver breaks. Squats on this route, beats the wide receiver to the ball, extends, catches it with his hands. Really nice play from Jawan Williams. All right. Now we got him here. This is against Nevada. I think I like this interception the most. One knock on Jawan Williams would be he's a man coverage specialist. I just showed you him intercept a pass from press man and from off man. He also played a lot of cover 2 in college. I think he could play a lot of cover 3 in the NFL. Here he is playing cover 2. This is a beautiful interception. I'm going to show you it in real time, and then I'm going to show you the replay. So you'll see him come into the frame at the very end and intercept the pass there. And it's like, how did he get there? Where did he come from? Now let's see it from the another angle. This is really impressive. This is the kind of stuff Byron Murphy did a lot at Washington in zone coverage. Okay, he's celebrating. He's having a really good time. He's really happy for himself. I'm happy for you too, Jawan. You're my favorite player. Okay, tapping. All right, here we go. So this is cover 2. He's responsible for the flat near the sideline. He's watching the quarterback the whole way. He's really responsible for this guy, this area. But he sees the quarterback's going to go here, and he breaks early. This is great vision, anticipation, a great angle to the ball, and then good hands at the end. A nice little dive and catch. Let's watch more of Jawan Williams because I love this guy. Here he is against Notre Dame. Now, this is him covering Miles Boykin. A lot of people like Miles Boykin as a third-round pick, a fourth-round pick, as a guy who could develop into a number one receiver in the NFL because he ran, I believe, a 4.42 at the combine. He's 6'3". He's way faster than Jawan Williams, who ran a 4.6 something at the combine and then a 4.55 at his pro day. But what you'll see on film a lot of times is that certain people play faster than their time and certain people play slower. Boykin plays slower. Williams plays faster. Boykin had 0 catches against Williams in this game. He had 1 catch for 14 yards the entire game. It came against someone else. Williams shut him out. Williams is a better player. Watch. I love that play. Let's watch it one more time. One thing I like about he's patient at the line of scrimmage, then you lose him. But for a few things to look at. One, Boykin didn't run by him. Boykin has 4.42 speed, couldn't run by him. When the ball's in the air, Williams squeezes Boykin all the way to the sideline. There's very little room for him to catch the ball or do anything. And Williams turns his head, gets and makes a play on the ball, bats it away with his left hand. Keeps his right hand upfield, breaks it up with his left hand. That's perfect technique. One more. Here he is at the bottom of the screen again against Boykin. This is from the 16-yard line. He's going to break up a potential touchdown catch right here. Nice press coverage. Again, squeezes him to the sideline. I love when a guy in press coverage squeezes the wide receiver to the sideline. By the time the ball's there, there's nowhere he can go. He can jump, and if he comes down, he's out of bounds. It's great coverage. Jawan Williams, I would expect will be available no later than the end of the third round. And if he's available when the Niners pick at the beginning of the third round, they should definitely take him. This guy right now is better than Ahkello Witherspoon and Tavarius, whatever his name is, Tavarius Moore. I mean, Ahkello Witherspoon can't turn and find the ball like this guy. He doesn't have hands like this guy. I mean, he might be a little bit faster than Jawan Williams, but Jawan Williams is the better player. Plays just as fast as Ahkello Witherspoon, gets his head around, makes plays on the ball. Better player. This guy should be on the 49ers next year. Starting for them, across from Richard Sherman. To me, he looks like Brandon Browner 2.0. Same size, same ball skills, same agility, same strength. Terrific player. Comes from Vanderbilt. Their head coach, Derek Mason, used to be the defensive coordinator at Stanford. Excellent coach. Really develops these players well, especially on defense for the NFL. A couple years ago, I loved Zach Cunningham, the linebacker from Vanderbilt. I liked him much better than Reuben Foster. I was one of the only people in the nation who preferred Cunningham to Foster, and Cunningham is a far superior player in the NFL. These Vanderbilt players can play. Okay, now I'm going to throw a little curveball, and I'm going to tell you about my draft gem at quarterback. It's Jarrett Stidham. A lot of people hate Jarrett Stidham, think he's terrible. I think he's pretty good. I think when you look at Jarrett Stidham and you see things you don't like, what you really don't like is Auburn's offense. It's a high school offense. Their coach, Gus Malzahn, came from some high school in the South and got hired at Auburn and runs the same exact offense. It's effective when he has a running back at quarterback like Cam Newton. When he gets a real quarterback at quarterback, Malzahn doesn't know what to do. So you have to look real hard and find instances of Jarrett Stidham throwing downfield because no one throws at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage more than him. That's not his fault. That's a function of the offense. Can't hold it against him. You hold it against Gus Malzahn is all you want. That guy's terrible. But Stidham's pretty good. This is a couple of clips from him against Alabama last year. He beat Alabama. He didn't have a very good season in 2018, but in 2017, he looked pretty good. So let's look at what he did. This is 3rd and 9 against Alabama in 2017. Feet are decent. Really strong arm. Tight window in between two people. Watch it one more time. But no, let's get it back. Watch his feet. They're not bad. Quick release, real strong arm, nice accuracy between two defenders. I mean, he's not Andrew Luck, but I think there's a lot you can work with. Like, compared to the guy from North Carolina State, Finley, that guy's a decent quarterback, but he doesn't have Stidham's arm. Stidham has a much stronger arm. He has a stronger arm than Daniel Jones. All right, here he is again against Alabama. This is just pure arm strength. I love this throw. He's on this hash. He's going to throw all the way across the field. Boom. One more time. That's a rifle. It's a cannon. And it's accurate. Good feet, quick release, strong arm, accurate. All right, what do we got next? Waiting for my computer to load. Okay, here we go. This is Stidham against Ole Miss from 2017. These are even more impressive. This is a really nice throw. He's waiting for this guy to get deep. He holds the ball, takes a hit, perfect throw. One more time. Waiting for him to get open, takes the hit, perfect throw, rope, arm strength. All right, here we go. Stidham again against Ole Miss. This time, he's going to escape the pocket to his left. More arm strength. He's going to be, watch him right here. Escapes the pocket to his left, resets, throws that. That's a tough throw. One more time. I like that he sets his feet before he throws. Really calm. Boom. Now, he may not be able to pull off that move in the NFL, but still, look at the arm. Didn't have to hitch into it, just set his feet and ripped it. All right, now I want to show you a couple of, one clip of Stidham against Georgia. Don't fail me now. Okay, here we go. Let's back it up. Okay, here we go. The pump fake to the left and the deep throw. Let's start it over. This is against the number one team in the country from 2017. It's a hell of a throw. Easy arm strength. Touchdown. All right. I got one more for you. So we've established that Jarrett Stidham has a cannon. Or not a cannon, but, a B plus A minus arm. More than enough arm strength. But he also has a little mobility. He's not a 4'6" guy, but he's not a 5 flat guy like Dwayne Haskins. He's right in the middle, about a 4'8". And once you get in the red zone, you can use the zone read with him, and he can score like he did here against Alabama in 2017. And there's a few examples of him scoring touchdowns on zone reads. I'm not going to go through all of them, but that you get a feel for his skill set. Pocket passer, strong arm, but he's mobile too. I'm thinking he's going to be picked in the 3rd round. I'd be surprised if he's available in the 4th round. If he goes in the 4th, it'll be early 4th. He'll be sort of picked in that C.J. Beathard, Kirk Cousins range. Connor Cook, Tyler Wilson range. Kind of reminds me of Tyler Wilson, who I loved coming out of Arkansas in 2013. Guy never really got a shot in the NFL. I think Stidham probably will get a shot. Wilson came out after his senior year. Stidham left after his junior year. He was a redshirt junior, and his attitude was, I'm not getting any better at Auburn. The coaching here is terrible. I got to leave, and I agree with him. It's going to depend on where he ends up, but I could see him going to the Dolphins, the Redskins, or the Patriots, sitting for a couple years, becoming a starter year 2 or 3. All right, let's move it on. Now, going to a wide receiver from the Big 12. His name is Gary Jennings Jr. Coffees for Closers on the Inside the 49ers blog has been all over this guy. I'm not taking credit. I do like him very much. But Coffees for Closers, whatever his real name is, identified this guy, I want to say, in January or right after the Senior Bowl. So shout out Coffees for Closers. Here he is at the top of the screen. And this is just like a Hail Mary. This guy, Gary Jennings Jr. is really good. And I want to show you a couple of clips from him from 2017. He was good in 2018 too. But in 2017, they used him more as a possession receiver. Although they used him in every way. I'm contradicting myself because this catch right here is a downfield catch. But I like his clips from 2017 because he got a ton of targets. They used him as a possession receiver. You can really see how he would function as a flanker for the 49ers. He could play flanker. He could play in the slot. He could play split end. He, unlike Dante Pettis, really can play all three positions, but I'm most interested in him as a flanker. He caught 75% of his targets in college and 54% of his contested targets last season. He is very strong, very tough. Here he's going to make a contested catch downfield. All right. So Will Greer is going to do his thing where he runs around and waits, and then looks for Gary Jennings, his safety valve, and just throws it up. Kind of like how Johnny Manziel used to just throw it up to Mike Evans. Remember that? I don't even see Gary Jennings in the screen yet, but he's coming. He's coming right now. Oh, there he is. Let's see it from a different angle. And then let's pause it at the catch point because this guy is vicious at the catch point. Long arms, 215 pounds, tough. Can't see him right here. This guy's not going to catch the ball. This guy's going to catch the ball. Strong hands, extends for the ball. Takes a hit at the end. I'm just getting started with Gary Jennings. This guy's a lot of fun to watch. Sorry my computer's so slow in between each clip. But, all right. Here he is again against Kansas State. Where are you at? Here. Okay. This is just a little curl in traffic. Oh, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh, I got Virginia Tech here. 204. My bad. Sorry, guys. Rather than starting over, I'm going to keep going. 204. So here we go. Virginia Tech. This is a post route. Another contested catch. He's right here. Jumps, catches it over the back of the defender, breaks a tackle, and scores. Big play threat who can make contested catches over the middle. One more time. Just a post route. That's a tough catch. Gets away from that guy and that guy. Makes it look easy. So he's an explosive flanker, big play flanker, but he can also get you the tough yards on third down. This is the clip I thought I was going to. Kansas State. This is just a little curl in traffic. I just wanted to show you his hands. He's got great hands. Right here. I mean, that right there reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins or Michael Thomas. Great hands. One more time. Simple little play, but very strong hands. All right. Let's let my computer figure out what it's doing real quick. And now I'm going to two of his plays from the Senior Bowl. Here's the bottom of the screen. He's just going to run a very fast, explosive slant and score in between two defenders. He's going to beat this guy, going to beat this guy. This is Adderley, I want to say. I could be wrong on that one. Let's see it from the other angle because one of the things I like most about this catch is how he extends his hands to catch the ball. He always extends his hands to catch the ball. You'll see Deebo Samuel run the same route for South Carolina, and he has a great release at the line of scrimmage. He gets open, but he always catches the ball against his chest, and that bothers me from a flanker. A flanker should be attacking the ball. You're in traffic. Go get it. Boom. Easy. Great hands. Great hands. All right, one more play from the Senior Bowl. This is a route, Kyle Shanahan called the play. He's the coach. This is a route you see the Niners run all the time. Play action, roll out with the split end running a deep over route. You got to go cross-continental. You got to go inside him, over here. Takes a while. It's a tight split. This guy has all the skill set to go cross-continental. He's plenty fast, plenty big, can make the contested catches. Watch this catch he made in the Senior Bowl. So you got the play action rollout. Classic Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan play. He throws the ball about 40 yards downfield, stops, comes back, jumps, makes the catch. It's easy for this guy. Easy. Gary Jennings Jr. I haven't heard very many people talk about this guy. Just based on tape and his athleticism, he really should be a second-round pick, but everything I see has him firmly in day 3 as either a late 4 or an early 5. If he's on the board when the Niners pick, at the beginning of round 4 and they haven't taken a wide receiver yet, or even if they have taken a wide receiver yet, they should strongly consider taking this guy because he has a potential to be special in the NFL. Special. All right. Moving on to the next guy. Now, those 4 people I did, Titus Howard, Jawan Williams, Jarrett Stidham, Gary Jennings Jr., I would classify those guys as underrated. These next 2 guys, or this next guy in particular, is under the radar. Not on the radar at all. I'm sure you've never heard of this guy right here. You don't know who I'm circling right here. His name is Malik Wilson. He was a kick returner and wide receiver at North Carolina A&T, another historically black college. Titus Howard went to Alabama State. That's a historically black college. These guys don't get a lot of exposure from the press, but NFL teams know about these guys. Grant Cohn went to North Carolina A&T, same school. When this Malik Wilson had his pro day a couple of weeks ago, there were scouts from like 16 or 17 teams at the pro day. Very few media, lots of scouts. I'm guaranteeing you, 4 or 5 teams see this guy as a sleeper that they want to draft in late round 5, early round 6. That's where guys like this go. And they don't want to talk about him. It's no coincidence that he's getting no media exposure except from your boy right here. He is a 4'3", 4'2" speedster who is a kick return specialist and a deep threat receiver. He's going to get drafted. He's going to make a roster. Let's just show you Malik Wilson returning kickoffs for touchdowns. He returned 4 for touchdowns last season and averaged more than 30 yards a return. He's like Richie James, but good. He is the real deal. Super duper fast. Every team could use him. Not only returning kicks, but running jet sweeps and screens and the occasional go route. Malik Wilson, kickoff return for a touchdown. Navigates the trash, accelerates, breaks tackles. Beautiful knee lift. He's 5'11", 166 pounds. All right, let's watch him return another kickoff for a touchdown. Here he is. This is against Norfolk State, the great Norfolk State. Weaves in between 3 or 4 defenders, breaks 1 tackle, accelerates, just unbelievable knee lift and stride length. Gorgeous stride. Touchdown. Let's watch another one. Malik Wilson, North Carolina A&T. You've never heard of this guy. I'm putting you on game right now. Here he is. Oh, man. He is so skinny. Look at the acceleration, though. Peek. See ya. Beautiful knee lift. Very skinny legs. But the exact body type and athleticism you want from a kick returner. And he just looks so fast. This is against Alcorn State, where Steve McNair went. Another historically black college. Boom. Makes that guy miss. And then he just runs away from the whole team. He's so fast. Look at that knee lift. He's almost leaning back here, which is strange form. You'd like to see him lean forward, but when you're running 4.3, it doesn't really matter. Imagine that guy running a jet sweep for the Rams or the Eagles or the Chiefs or the 49ers. I mean, this is the kind of talent that every team needs in the NFL in 2019. You need a guy with 4.3 speed who can run a jet sweep, and this guy can do it. Now, I want to show you a couple more things that he does. I'm just getting this off his college highlight reel because there is no cut-ups of him from his games. So here he is catching a deep pass. I don't even have the beginning of the play, but I just want you to notice, look at how open he is right here. That's 5 yards of separation. The guy is so fast. Easy. All right. Now, here he is. This is what you would call a screen. He has some clips where he gains 30, 40 yards on a screen. This one he's only going to gain about 5, but I just like all the things he does in this play. I want to show you real slow. Here he is. It's what you would call a tunnel screen. He's coming back this way, but passes behind him, spins, adjusts his body, and then cuts extremely fast. Doesn't stop to see what happens, just goes. Boom. Makes that guy miss, Gains about 5 yards. Should have gained nothing. Should have lost 3. Let's watch it one more time because this is high-level NFL athleticism right there. And then the last clip I want to show you is just to show you that he's not just a jet sweep guy. He's not just a kick returner. I think he has potential as a wide receiver, and I'll show you why. I mean, we know he can get open. He's super duper fast. He's got 4.3 speed, but does he have good hands? Does he have good hands? He does. He really does. Now, I said this guy's going to be a 5th or 6th round pick. Who does he remind me of? Now, he went to the same school as Jarrett Cohn. He could be used in the same ways as a Tyreek Hill. But the guy I see when I watch him run, the skinny legs, the high leg kick, the extreme explosion in a straight line, the requisite wiggle to be a kick returner, I think of this guy. Now, tell me if you remember this guy. Right here. Black Mamba. Boom. DeAnthony Thomas. Also about 165 pounds. Super fast. Skinny legs. High knee lift. I see Malik Wilson as the next DeAnthony Thomas, and that's the kind of player you want on your team. He got hurt last year, but he's a key member of the Chiefs offense. You can do a lot with him. Key member of their special teams, too. Imagine Malik Wilson returning kicks next season for the 49ers. I don't know if he can return punts, but he can definitely return kicks and play offense, too. You never heard of Malik Wilson until today. Now you know about him. And when he gets drafted in the 5th or 6th round, you can tell your friends he returned 4 kickoffs for a touchdown last year. If he's available when the Niners pick at the beginning of round 6, no-brainer they should take him. No-brainer they could use this guy. Their current jet sweep guys are Marquise Goodwin, who's not a good runner after the catch, and Dante Pettis, who's just not fast enough. You want someone with 4.3 speed running the jet sweep, someone who really, really freaks out linebackers and makes them react. 4.48 speed, which is what Dante Pettis has, is nice, but it's not really going to help you much on the jet sweep. All right, final player. This is someone you may have heard of. This is someone I love. His name is Darren Hall, running back from Pittsburgh. He's right here. The guy averaged like 7.5 yards per carry. He was invited to the Senior Bowl late, like Thursday of the week. Didn't do much during the game. Had a huge year last season at Pittsburgh. Didn't get invited to the Combine. His teammate, Kadre Olison, another running back, got invited. That's a strange one because Darren Hall's a much better athlete, better player. At his pro day, he ran a 4.42 at 217 pounds. Also put up good times in the 3-cone. He's agile, he's fast, he's big, he's powerful. I think he's pretty much the total package at running back. Shh. Go away. I'm breaking down Darren Hall over here. Okay, I got 6 clips of Darren Hall. Let's check it out. It's the ability to sift through the trash at the line of scrimmage and break away. Nothing real special about this. This is from a Duke game in 2017, but breakaway speed. Much faster than you expect a 217-pound running back who did get invited to the Combine to be. Breakaway speed, no one's going to catch him. Full stride speed, moving fast. All right, let's check out the next one. Darren Hall, here he is against Clemson. This is 2018. He's going against the national champions, the best team in college football. This is Cleveland Farrell, first-round pick. Going to be a first-round pick. Makes him miss. Makes this guy miss. Spins away from him. Lowers his shoulder. Tough runner after contact. Let's watch it one more time. I like this run. Boop. Bink. Makes those two guys miss. The little spin move. He's nifty. He's agile. He's not just straight line, lower your head, pick up yards after contact, although he can do that. He averaged more than 4 yards after contact per carry last season at Pittsburgh. Hell of a player. All right, here's another run. I got the end zone view. This is an inside zone run to the right. He sees this crater to the left. Nice quick cut. It's against Clemson again. And that's like a nice 30-yard run. One more time. This is a decisive cut. He can make those cuts off of 1 foot that you need for a zone runner, inside zone, outside zone. He would fit the Niners offense. They don't really need him. They don't have any spots for another running back, but he would give them something they don't have because he's a force in the red zone too, although I'm just going to focus on his explosive plays. That's what's going to get him drafted. Here he is against Syracuse. Jeez. Makes like 4 guys miss. Let's watch that again. I mean, he looks like Mark Ingram here. Boom, boom, boom. Jeez. Pittsburgh running backs are so good. I mean, you got Darren Hall and you got James Conner, who came out a few years ago, currently the starting running back for the Steelers. Dion Lewis, who's the change of pace back for the Titans. LaShawn McCoy, one of the best running backs of the last 10 years. And of course, if you're a little bit older, you remember Curtis Martin, one of the best running backs ever. He went to Pittsburgh. Is this guy kind of like Curtis Martin? I'm not going to compare him to Curtis Martin, but they're similar. And the thing I like about Pittsburgh running backs is they're tough. They have a lot of experience playing in cold weather. They're very well prepared for the NFL, especially for the playoffs. All right, 2 more clips of Darren Hall. Here he is in the shotgun. He's just going to get a little pitch, and I want to show you some more of his athleticism. Oh, yeah. That's a clip that's a move Saquon Barkley would pull. This guy's not Saquon Barkley, but he's extremely athletic. He should have been at the combine. Last clip. Now, this is just a small little play, but if you're sitting at home, you're thinking, well, I can say, okay, he can run. Can he catch? Running backs have to have hands today in today's NFL. Well, can he catch? Here he is against Stanford. In the flat, ball's behind him, reaches up, grabs it. One more time. Hell yeah, he can catch. It's a nice catch. I mean, you could make the argument that this guy's as good as any running back in the class. That he's as good as Damian Harris from Alabama. You just haven't heard of him because he doesn't play in Alabama. He wasn't on television, national television every weekend like Damian Harris was. But instead of taking Damian Harris in round 3 or Josh Jacobs in round 1, you could take Darren Hall in round 6 or round 7, maybe even sign him as an undrafted free agent. And he'd be just as good. I love Darren Hall. He's my 6th and final draft gem. Just to recap, we had Titus Howard, right tackle from Alabama State. Jawan Williams, cornerback from Vanderbilt. Jarrett Stidham, quarterback from Auburn. Gary Jennings Jr., wide receiver, West Virginia. Malik Wilson, wide receiver, kick returner from North Carolina A&T. And Darren Hall, running back from Pittsburgh. If any team were to draft these 6 players, that would be a good draft. This is a nice little haul, and I'm proud of this group of my draft gems, my inaugural draft gems. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comment section. See you next time.